What is going on, Rockstar? How are you? How are you? How are you? Happy Friday evening. And in this episode, which has no title, we are going to talk about pivoting because I have been talking about that. Hey, girl. Hey, how you doing? Um, I have just been talking about pivoting all this week, and how that happened was I I had a conversation with my coach who said, "Nah, that's not working. We gonna go in a different direction." So I was like, "Oh, okay." Whatever. It hurt my little heart a little bit, but I'm a big girl, so yeah, I'm a big girl. So what happened was I like that conversation started at 9, it ended at like an hour later or so. And I think maybe a few hours after that, I was like, I need a mental health day. I told to my friends, like, I need a mental health day. Like, I just need to go and process and relax, relate, and release like everything that happened in that conversation. And it was just like, okay, it's not working. And that's not something that you want to hear when you have like your whole 2021. Right? For real, Shadanica, right? I mean, that's not really something you want to hear when you have your whole 2021 planned out. And it's like, all right, well, what I do now? Yeah, so I took a mental health day because I needed to process that. And I needed to make sure that I was comfortable with what direction I was going in, and to figure out how to go in that direction. And um it's hard, man. It's hard when you when you have your mind set on one thing, and then it's like, nah, we gonna throw a wrench in that. We gonna do this here. And let's just say I needed that for so many reasons, because we all know 2020 was a crap year. Let's be clear. It was a crap year. Um, Anything between the end of March all the way up to what now? No, I'm playing. Um, up to December 31st. I mean, it was crazy. And during that time, it was a rough go in there. I can I had plans for 2020, big plans. Like, my business was supposed to explode. We were moving to Arizona. Um, just a lot. And it was just like, nope, not gonna happen. You're gonna sit right there where you are and figure it out. And can I say that I actually figured it out? That is still unfolding. It's why we are pivoting. But I would say one of the major lessons I got out of 2020 was be still. Like just be still. And it was crazy because I didn't want to be still. I wanted to move. I wanted to go. It was like God like put everybody plans on hold and was like, nope, sit your bum ass down. Sit there, don't move, and we're gonna figure it out. And I figured it out halfway. I had a lot of frustration. I had a lot of anger. I had a lot of uncertainty. I mean, because the house is packed, you know, we was ready to go. My husband had a position lined up down there. I mean, it was like we out, and it didn't happen. And it's like, how do you get over that? How do you, I mean, even though you know it's not your fault that everything shut down, but it's the difference when your partner, your significant other puts their life on hold to pick up and go with you. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing, but I mean, it's like, and you couldn't go back to the job because the job was shut down. And it's like, okay, what do we do now? Okay, where do we go from here? And it's just like I had so much just frustration and anger towards that. And it was horrible. It was really, really horrible. So between March, I wouldn't even say March. I would say between because I think I was still going live. I think. I'm not even for sure. I know at one point, like, I just stopped going live because I was just like, I'm done. I, I just remember waking up one morning and it was like, you know what? I'm done. Like, it ain't working. And I think I remember like doing my last live sometime in like July or something. And I didn't start back until like September. So I want to say that was like over like a good month, and maybe a month and some change. And I did nothing. I mean, I literally did nothing. I think I watched TV. I think I like did a little bit of reading, but I did nothing. And then it was like, okay, I was scrolling on Instagram and I had one of the influencers that I follow. She was doing a master class, and I'm like, and it just some said, yeah, you need to be on that, and I'm like, no, I don't. And I didn't. I said no the first time I seen it. And then I was like, all right, seen it again. And I'm like shaking my head. I'm like, nope, I'm not doing it. And like the third time I seen it, I was like, all right, I'm gonna jump on this. Cause obviously all of this happened for a reason. Now during March and September, a lot of personal things happened. I lost family members. My son, he's not my play son. He's our boy's friend, our son's friends who we've been knowing since he was little. He passed away. My father-in-law passed away. So it was just like, you talking about life kicking you. It was just like, all right, I'm done. It's like, all right, Lord, whatever you trying to get my attention to see. All right, I'm here. What is it that you need to show me? And that class was the beginning. And it was a good release for me to get everything out that I have been holding in, because you never really think about it and you bring it to the top, you process it, and then it goes back down. You bring it to the top, you process it, it goes back down. But you don't, once when you bring it up, it's supposed to get out, and it wasn't getting out. And that's the problem. It wasn't getting out. It was just me bringing it up and it going back down, and me bringing it up, but it wasn't getting out. And it was, you talking about crying some tears and boo like that. I don't know how many people got that, but yeah, it was some major crying and snot bubbles going on. But that's what I needed to get back to where I was supposed to be. And I mean, it's we can't, and it's so funny because I tell my boys not to do it, but I was doing it. So we can't hold things in and expect everything to be as it is, because if you don't deal with what you have on the inside of you first, nothing outside of you is going to be right. And that's what it was. It was like nothing. Yes, we need a release. Yeah, we definitely need that release. And nothing was working. Like, it was crazy. And I was also looking for confirmation that the reason why everything happened was because you were supposed to stay here. And it was just so weird that I got that confirmation out of that call. And before that, I had met Coach Debo. Yeah, you can't heal what you don't. Oh, that's good, Shadanica. You can't heal what you won't reveal, for sure. That is definitely true. And like before that, I had met Coach Debo. That's what we call him. And like we had talked before, and I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good." He's like, "Nah, you need help." I'm like, "No, no, I'm good. If I have questions, I'll stalk your page and get the answers." And that's exactly what I told him. I was like, "I'll stalk your page if I want it. Don't worry about it. I'll stalk your page." And and like I had jumped on a class or two with him, and the time that I was supposed to jump on with him, that was actually the time of the master class, and um, it was just so funny because I'm like, dude, I was like, yo, I just got out of a 3-hour class, like I'm not trying to do nothing but just stay where I'm at to get everything out, and um that was a Saturday. That was Hold on, I gotta look at the calendar. Yeah, don't judge me. I had to look at the calendar. Okay, so the class the 3-hour master class was on September 12th. Um, so that whole week of the 13th, that whole week was just me like writing everything down, re-listening to the replay of that call because you know how you still looking for stuff and you know how you still got to get stuff out of your system that maybe right. You know how you just need to get stuff, you know how it was the beginning of stuff coming up and you getting stuff out of your system and getting back to feeling how you're supposed to feel and being who you are. So that Sunday, I want to say that Sunday, either the 13th or the 20th. I just remember like praying really, really hard and crying and praying. And I just heard God say, stop looking for people to see your power when you should see it in yourself first. And I heard that clear as day, clear as I'm like talking to you in the midst of crying out and praying. He said, stop looking for people to confirm the power within you when you should already see it in yourself. And we look for people to confirm what we should already know within ourselves. And because we go through so much stuff growing up and through our lives that it maybe dims our light a little bit and we forget that we are powerful. We forget that. And that was just like I'm getting chills now. That was just like I couldn't even say nothing after that. I was just in awe. Like like, all right, God, I amen. I see you. I see you. And yeah. Yeah. So you know, we go through stuff, and we forget who we are and the power that we have and the power that we carry, because it gets, you know, dimmed down and beat down by life, and it sucks. So um so somehow or another, we got on, I somehow or another I winded up talking to Coach Debo, and and I can't even remember um how how I even got on a call. Let me that week, like, from that prayer to talking to Coach Debo, I can't tell you what happened that week. Like, I that prayer in Coach Debo, that was that week. And I was like, I don't want to get on a call. I was like, I'm good. He's like, come on, I want to talk to you. And I was like, no, I don't want to talk. And I have to say that those two things that happened changed my life. And it was powerful. And it's like, I wasn't looking for a coach, but sometimes God doesn't give you what you think you want. He gives you what you need. And that's what I needed. I needed that coach to be in my face and say, yo, this ain't working, do this and do that. So um shout out to Coach Debo. um, I know you're like, why are you saying all of this? I'm saying all of that just to say that, yeah, we have to pivot. And when we pivot, it's always for the greater good of what we're trying to do, and the power that we have in us. And when you start seeing that power, that when the shell starts cracking and you start seeing who you are, it's a beautiful thing. And you know, transformation is is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I can't even say, you know, I was supposed to have been talking about pivot, but I don't even know why all of that came out. So, but I am pivoting into a new direction. I'm still figuring it out as I go. But I'm looking forward to this journey. Yeah, I'm just looking forward. Is you know, it's scary, but you know, we have to do things when we're scared. We have to step up and step out on faith and trust and belief within, you know, for me, it's God. I mean, whoever your supreme light is, your supreme being, you know. Right? Right? It's like, nope, nope. I'm but God doesn't give you what you want. He gives us what we need. And I thought that was funny because after that happened on that Sunday, and when me and him talked, like, I don't remember nothing that happened that week but those two conversations. Like nothing. Like at all. But what God said and Coach Debo. That's it. I don't remember nothing else. If I could go back and look outside myself to see what happened, that's what I would need to do to figure out what happened in that time frame, because I promise I don't remember nothing but what God said and Coach Debo. That's it. So apparently I just needed to hear that, and I needed to hear him so I could do what I need to do. So I'm here. But I mean, it's crazy. But I am, like I said, going into a new direction. Which is good. I would rather do it now at the beginning of the year. And who knows, it might be something different in 6 months. Because who you are in life is who you are in business. And we're always growing. If we're not growing, we're dying. I'm saying if we're not growing, we're dying. And we have to keep going. And growth is an ever-changing process. And it's a beautiful thing. It's such a beautiful thing. The community, the people, it's beautiful. I mean, let me say this. We all look for pieces of heaven here and there while we're on this earth. And if we are lucky enough, and not lucky, if we are blessed enough to find it, hold on to it. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm reserved when it comes to a lot of stuff. I'm reserved when it comes to meeting new people. I fall back a little bit and kind of, assess everybody. And man, but I love our community. Like, it is nothing but love and support, and it's how everybody should be. It's not, oh, well, such and such and such. It's not none of that. It's just people coming together to support one another so everybody can truly win. And I'm not just talking about, oh, this person up here winning and the rest of the team is like, yeah, that fake stuff. I'm talking about, like, everyone's winning. Like, my girl just Callie, she just released her book, or it's in the pre-sale of getting finished to release. Shadanica just finished her book. It is so much happening that it's crazy, and it's all love. It's not jealousy, and you can see everybody is truly winning, and that's huge. And you don't see that in a lot of communities. And if you do, it's, probably the person at the top where everybody else is losing, because I done been in those communities. It's not a good look. So find your community, find your tribe, find your people, and rock. Because Lord knows, 2021 is going to be different for a whole lot of folks. And I'm one of them folks that it's about to be different for. So that is my time. I am pivoting into a new direction. I'm excited about it. I don't even think I ever talked this long before. Apparently, I just needed to get that up off my chest. So I will talk at you, right? I'm saying we already won. Let's go. We already won. We already won. Let's work. And I'm so serious about this. And I want to shout out, oh my God, so many people. Um, oh crap, I might have to. I'm gonna come back and put it at the top because I know I can't do it on StreamYard. But I got some people to shout out who checked on me during that time period when did nobody see me. So I'm gonna come back and put it in the top. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all. Y'all are my people for real. I will rock with y'all. I'm gonna rock with y'all because y'all showed up and showed out. Thank you for checking on me. Thank you for showing me love. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. And I will chat at you later. Ciao.